Be right back. Got a few things to set up. The dry ice is not cooperating. I need 1 second. Well, I got my cauldron going. I'll be right back. All right, let's get this going. All right, the cauldron is moving. Let me add a little bit more. We'll get that going. How rad does that look? All right, let's get this going. Happy Halloween. Welcome back, Facebook friends, family, fans of the show. This is kind of a Halloween themed event we have going on here. Gonna get some little mini glow sticks going for the first of many creepy cocktails. I did a little bit of research online and found a couple of things that are a little odd. Notice my costume. I'd like to thank my lovely wife for the fur vest, the bling, the mullet. I haven't had this much hair like ever. So let's get this bad boy going. The first one, hang on, I gotta find my volume control. This shit's too loud, man. All right, let's turn this down. I'm on the Spooky Halloween channel. All right, yes, a little a little tribute to the biggest train wreck I've ever seen on Facebook. The Tiger King thing. If you haven't seen it, you've got to check it out, you guys. It's just insane. So the first cocktail is something called the Jekyll and Gin glowing cocktail, hence the glow sticks. Those are going to be our garnish. This is basically a gin and tonic, but a little bit more plussed up. So we are going to start with this Gin Mare, rad new gin that I haven't... Oh, damn, that smells good. It's got some really great botanicals in there. We're going to... I got my birthday present. I got a real Boston shaker. So I'm going to be learning how to use that tonight. So I hope I don't suck. 3 ounces of our gin in. Next we need half an ounce, just half an ounce of fresh lemon juice. I'm going to drop that in there. I think this is from some bar in New York. I forget what it's called. I forget. That's just something I found out. All right, lemon juice and a little grenadine. 1 teaspoon of grenadine. That's about a 1/4 ounce. So I'm just going to do a little bit of that in there. Drop this bad boy. So yeah, this is the Jekyll and Gin glowing cocktail. Now, I went to the Dollar Tree here in beautiful Long Beach, and I couldn't find a black light, but I guess this thing is supposed to it's supposed to glow, but you know, if it doesn't glow, it's not the end of the world, because I got glow sticks. I got the new Boston Shaker, you guys. So now we've got the hat, just there we go. Now we got a little Joe Exotic going on there. Good shake, get a little dilution, smack that bad boy, see if we can open this up. It's gonna be the struggle of the night, getting used to use this fucking thing. Oh man, there we go. Well, I had to start somewhere, so why don't I start with y'all? All right, so we are going to, oh, I need fresh ice. Put a little fresh ice. I'm gonna do this one in a highball because it just looked cool. We'll do that. It's basically, it's kind of like a gin and tonic. I mean, it's got a little bit of the grenadine in there, and let's see, does this one the one? Yeah, it needs a little tonic topper, so we're gonna go, it's got that beautiful color with the grenadine, so let's bring it up to about, actually, yeah, we could go about that far. And then I got some fresh Seagram's tonic water. Let's put that right over the top. And the creepy part, I guess, is we put the glow sticks in it. All right. So I don't know if you can see that or not. Here, let me turn off some lights. There we go. That's a little creepier. All right. So this is supposed to be called the Jekyll and Gin glowing cocktail. I guess. Here, let's have some special effects. There we go. Got some special effects with my... Ooh, shit, that's good. So that, well, then you can't see the glow sticks. All right, so special effects, I'll turn those off. So this is really good. Well, this gin is top shelf, so that's really great. This is called the Jekyll and Gin. It's supposed to be glowing. I guess if you had a black light, it would turn into different colors, but I mean, I got some glow sticks in there, guys. That's the best I could do. Dude, do you hear it? The monsters. What a great show, right? Since we can't be together live, we can have some fun, have some cocktails. I'm going to put this one away and we'll get the sweet poison. This is the one that, this is the one that everybody wanted to see. It's this blue, pretty one. And I think, you guys, I think you're going to laugh at, kind of how easy it is to do these blue drinks. I need some light back because I can't see my recipes. All right, what do we got? So, we're going to start with, well, we got to put, gin and tonic is done. So now we got to move on to the next one, you guys. All right, let me move this over here. Start with my little mixing. This is one I'm going to build it in. That's what I did the other day. It's pretty cool. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let me rinse out my jigger, my measuring device. My cauldron. You guys, my cauldron is dying. Hang on a second. Need some more ice in the cauldron. The witch's brew. Gotta keep that going. You know, get some creepy ass smoke going on, stuff like that. I love dry ice. It's such a fun little party favor. All right, so this is kind of this is great. This is basically like it's kind of like a painkiller, but it's super pretty. So we're gonna start with, let me make sure everything's rinsed out. No, this needs a little bit more rinse. Got a little bit of grenadine in there. This one's a little tricky to build, so we're going to go 2 ounces of rum. This is just Trader Joe's Rum of the Gods white rum. I think it was maybe $10, you guys. We're going to drop a couple of ounces in there. Now, the original one that I researched called for Malibu, but I already had Coco Real from when we did the the Tiki show, right? So I made this the other day, and that might be too much, but I put a little of that Coco Real. That wasn't inappropriate at all. And then what we need is, this is the blue stuff. So you need just blue Curacao. So this is just a blue tinted triple sec is basically what it is. So we need an ounce of that. This one's a little tricky to build, so what we gonna do is saw the top of your head off, root around there with a stick. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in a little bit of ice, and we just want to do a little bit of shake to kind of mix those up, chill it down just a little bit. Get that going, because with the build in the glass, you know, you just want to chill the ingredients down. This is what's going to give it some rad color. All right, get my Hawthorne Straight. You know, the problem with this Halloween shit is like the dynamics are just not, they're not consistent, man. It's just a problem. All right, so we got to put that in there. This one has some layers, but it's supposed to be pretty. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pour in the blue stuff. All right, let's put the blue stuff in the bottom. How pretty is that? And then I've got some snow cone kind of ice. Hopefully this works out. This worked out pretty good the other day. Got to make sure this is all. So we want to drop all this in. Bunch of snow cone ice. You know what? Shit, I'm just going to dump it, you guys. Whoops. Made a little mess. Now here's the tricky part. Now all you gotta do, so it's kind of like a little bit of a painkiller vibe. So we're gonna top it with pineapple juice. So I'm gonna watch my pour here, and I'm just gonna kind of, oh shit, that ain't working. All right, so money for nothing and your chicks for free. Here we go. Gotta use the finger a little bit. We're just gonna pour this on top. And here's what's really rad about this cocktail. So it starts out looking like that. So it looks like, so it's got the blue going on and it's got the thing. And then as you drink it, they switch. And dude, this thing is just epic. This is called the Sweet Poison. This is just basically a painkiller. So, all right, let me just make sure let me do a little witch's brew here, a little cauldron. That's right, it's all the top of your head off. Yeah, I know, I'm embracing my my inner Jeff Foxworthy. Well, I just haven't had hair for so long. Oh my god. It's like, I understand why the girls, they pet their hair like all the time, because holy shit, it's so fun to pet, right? So this is dry ice, food coloring, and water. So this is the, see, it's already changing color. So this is the Sweet Poison. Let's try it. Oh, that's beautiful. That's, woo! Okay, I like that one better than the other one. Because this is coconut. This is kind of like painkiller, you know, but it's just beautiful. Yeah, it's tough to, so if you had it like, if you could really do it, you could have a snow cone machine, you know, and you could pack the glass with like actual, I'm going to try this again sometime. I don't know when, because a Sweet Poison could be anything, you know. So you put the blue stuff in the bottom, and then you got to pack it. You basically got to create like a layer. You got to create a layer of the snow cone, and then you float the pineapple on top. So, you know, it's still teal, it's still cute, but we could still drink it, you know, maybe in the summer. I don't know how much longer I'm going to last in this wig, you guys. It's pretty hot. All right, let's move on. Let me put this one aside. Something about rum, pineapple juice, and coconut just makes life worth living. There's that first one. We've already lost our glow sticks. All right, looks like my cauldron is kind of getting there. All right, I got to make sure I've got ice for my next one. All right, two more. So the next one, this is basically a martini, and I gotta make sure. Okay, this is another shaker. This one is called Risen from the Grave. And dude, I saw, right? So it was, yes, that's right, Mr. Graves. This is like the best blue Slurpee of your whole life. Let's have another drink in celebration. Oh, that's so good. And the fruit juice. Oh, yeah, that's great. I know. I'll make it again and try to get the optics right next time, but that's pretty good. It's kind of like a painkiller. All right, so the next one is Risen from the Grave, and it's kind of a martini, but it's got some special kind of bougie aspects to it. So let me just clear my area, make sure. Okay, yeah, this is another shaker, so let me just rinse out my my new shakers. Quick shout out to, I'm losing my bling, boys and girls. I'm losing my bling. Oh, you can't see it. So, you know, we have the clip rings in here too. So there you go. It's just like teaching. This is why I want to start this class. All these people having fun at my expense. I love it. Keep the comments coming. It keeps me humble. So, I want to quick shout out to Mom and Dad. Thanks so much for the Boston Shakers. I'm still a little bit of a beginner, trying to figure out how to use it. It's a little different, but this is the legit bartender way to go. So we're gonna try this out. So, this is not a beginner's drink. This is basically a martini, but it has two of my favorite things in life, alcohol and elderflower liqueur. So that's pretty awesome. Elderflower is like, they call it bartender's ketchup. It is so good. So we're going to start with 3 ounces of vodka. I am using Tito's because I forgot that I had some. I didn't even realize I had it. I was about to pour some Deep Eddy. And Deep Eddy doesn't suck either, you guys. They distill it like 10 times. It has like no congeners whatsoever. Very, very, very low on that. So if you're like a vodka person, that really that makes life happy the next day. All right, let me see if I can get some more carbon dioxide going here. Here's my little, oh, shit, I'm going to watch out for that. This is my little, I just was, I wanted to have something fun. It's just water and food coloring and dry ice. Thank you, Smart and Final. Okay, so we're going to put some ice in this bad boy. And then we're going to shake it up. This is kind of a martini. The optics, like the graphics, like look so cool. We're going to get some good dilution here. We're going to chill it out a little bit. Get this going. Let me let that sit for a second. Let me get a chill martini glass. And this one, all right, so let me find my Hawthorne strainer, make sure it's rinsed out. I got to take out the extra bling because it's getting in the way on my fingers here. All right, so here's the trick. So I made a little, this is what you got to do. So there's a little berry puree that you're supposed to stick in the bottom. Looks like blood. So we're going to drop that in there. Make sure that's good to go. And then, if this works out properly, we're going to pour a martini on top. And I think I'm going to start on the edge. See if I can make this happen. There we go. It's going to kind of look like a little bit of a bloody mess. There we go. So that one's in there. And I'm going to garnish this with a little bit of fresh basil. It's supposed to be mint, but I don't have any mint. So, it's kind of a bloody disaster. It looks like roadkill, right? It looks like something you might not want to drink, but with all these flavors in there, I think this is going to be really great. So this is Risen from the Grave. Let's give it a try. Oh, you know what? I'm such a dumbass. I forgot the elderflower liqueur, you guys. We got to start over. I knew, after doing this show for 7 months, 8 months, beginning of quarantine, I knew there would be a do-over at some point. I missed it, man. I put the vodka in there, but I didn't put the elderflower. So, we're starting over. All right. So let's do 3 ounces. Actually, I can do 1.5 ounces times 2. Because I know some math, even though I took fine arts math. So let's do 1.5 ounces times 2. We got some Tito's in there. And because that tasted pretty good, but there was nothing sweet. So elderflower liqueur. Let's do 2 ounces of that. 1 and 2. Drop that in there. Now we're going to add some ice. Make sure we're good. You know what we could do on these last 2, since I got all this dry ice, I think I'll put dry ice in there and shake it up. It'll be kind of fun. All right, so now we got our vodka and our elderflower liqueur. I just got all excited, you know, because I got like legit ingredients and legit stuff. All right. Oh my God, that smells so good. All right, let's try again. We're gonna do the puree. Drop the puree in the bottom. Oh my gosh, you guys, there's time warp in the background. So this is like a kind of a berry puree. I just got a berry thing and I just bought it from Trader Joe's. Let's see, do I have a little spoon? I really want to see if I can get the layering right this time. So I'm gonna put like a bar spoon on the top and see if we can do this. I don't know if it's gonna improve it, but I kind of want to do like a black and tan vibe. Let me see if that's any better. No, it's not any better. So I'm just gonna pour it in there. Who cares? All right, that's better. Look at that. That looks more like a cocktail that we could drink. So now we're gonna put our basil on top. So. Take 2. I'm allowed to repeat every once in a while. So yeah, it kind of looks like blood clots and scary Halloween crazy shit. So this is risen from the grave. Oh my God. All hail to the elderflower. I'm telling you. And this isn't really the expensive. You can get the expensive Saint Germain stuff that's like $30 a bottle. Don't waste your money. You can get this stuff right here at Total Wine & More for like $10. And it tastes the same. It's the same. It has this wonderful floral, earthy thing going on. This is rad. So like, I mean, it looks like hell, but this thing, you guys, this tastes really good. This is called Risen from the Grave. I've never made it before. It's a vodka and elderflower martini with it's supposed to be strawberry puree, but I didn't have strawberry puree. I had all these other berries. So I put the berries and we put it in a blender and just like hooked it up. Oh, damn. That's really good. That's really good. And you get a little bit of the, I'm a little congested because we have shitty air down here because everything's on fire again. So I can't, you know, I can kind of smell, but I'm a little. Let's see what happens when I put some dry ice in there. We can try to, you know, plus it up and make it creepy. Let's see what happens. Look at that! Now it looks like this looks like a scary Halloween drink. Oh shit, that's fun. Just don't breathe in when you take a sip. That looks pretty good. The next one's gonna have dry ice in it too. Dry ice. It's so simple. Alright, so we're gonna put that right there. Let that bad boy do its thing. Frozen carbon dioxide. Who knew? All right, last one, boys and girls. This one's really fun. Thanks everybody for being with me today. This is such a pleasure to do these classes and hang out with you. Classes, whatever. All right. So, all right. This one I'm going to call the Zombie Apocalypse. Don't be shocked that it looks a lot like a cocktail I made when I did my Star Trek show, and we called it Aldebaran Whiskey. All we're going to do different this time is serve it in an old-fashioned glass and use dry ice to make it weird. So we are going to start with 2 ounces of Old Overholt. Bottle and Bond rye. This is a 100 proof rye, so this is not, it's not a beginner person's rye, but it has the spicy, fun notes. So we're gonna do 2 ounces of that, and this is a stirred cocktail. So we've got 2 ounces of that, which is good. So I'm getting better at the shaker, but shit's confusing, man. And then you need, you do need Chartreuse. Chartreuse is a liqueur that is very ancient. It has a lot of herbs and stuff in it, and it is green. It's a product of France. It is, oh my gosh, since 1605. What? This thing is old, but it's green. It's got a lot of depth. It has a lot of flavor. It's not green enough, so we are going to add some green food coloring to make this happen, make it taste good. We're going to add 1/2 ounce of maraschino liqueur, like cherry sort of maraschino liqueur, so we're going to drop that in. And then we need another 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. Wow. I'm going to pull that in. Perfect. And then I happen to have some green food coloring, so we're going to go boop, boop, boop. We're going to make it nice and green. Let's see, I need some regular ice, so I'm going to borrow some from my handy dandy freezer. Want to chill this one out a little bit. Find my bar spoon. Stir this bad boy up. Alright. Halloween. It's funny, other than things, you know, having dry ice and looking like a bunch of cauldrons, there wasn't a lot, you know. I mean, there wasn't like huge. There wasn't a lot out there. It was just kind of like people being creative with things that are green and, you know, things that boil over with dry ice and stuff like that. So, ooh, that makes it really cold, you guys. That's so good with the dry ice. You have to try that. And Michael Jackson is going to take us home. This is good. Thriller. Who knew? Thriller taking us home. The last one. Got some new folks on the show today. So great to see, you know, some of you guys coming to my crazy show for the first time. So glad you're with me. There's just this little chance to kind of, I just wish we could all be live. As soon as we're live again, y'all, you're going to come to my house and I'm going to make all this for you. So fun. So this one, I'm going to build this in an old-fashioned glass. Sorry, Michael. I gotta turn Michael down just a little bit. Just a little bit. I mean, Thriller, don't even get me started, man. Thriller is the shit. So we're going to drop in. We're gonna go dry ice on this one. We got our green. So this is I'm calling it the zombie apocalypse because it is green and it's also smoking. I feel like originally this was a Star Trek themed cocktail. I was trying to make the Aldebaran whiskey, you know, when Data goes, it is green. But it kind of looks better with the dry ice, you know. Get the dry ice at Smart and Final. It didn't cost me anything. I'm going to just stare at it for another minute because it looks rad. It looks like something from Star Wars or something, right? All right, so let's give our zombie apocalypse a try. This is my new creation. Here we go. Cheers. The only tricky part is you can't breathe in because, you know, sipping carbon dioxide is not good for you. So let me blow it out. So that's the only tricky part is you can't enjoy the nose because if you breathe in carbon dioxide, you might pass out. So don't do that. But here's the zombie apocalypse. We've got, I was supposed to do an absinthe rinse, but I didn't do that because who cares? Because it just looks rad and it's green. So here's the zombie apocalypse, or maybe the other. Here's my alternate, the alternate title for this one: the Ghostbuster. Remember that guy? Remember that one ghost that was like down the hallway, and he was like eating the hot dogs. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Hang on, I'm gonna grab a couple of green straws. I am drawing on the experience of my many friends. Need straws. That's what I'm talking about. As always, Mr. Graves, you have been such a guiding force in my life since high school. I thank you for coming to my show every week. This little crazy thing just got started, right? I got slimed, right? So, total slime cocktail. I wish I had more, but if I drink any more, you guys, I won't be able to walk for the rest of the night. So, thank you so much for joining me. Again, appreciate the love, appreciate the support. This is a fun thing, and I'm just glad we can share virtually in the cocktail hour that I wish we could all have live. And someday I hope to do this. Maybe we can find a park somewhere. I can bring my shit, and because you guys know, some of you have been on my show and you've seen, I can take this thing on the road. So, you know, we might be able to socially distance, figure out a way to get this bad boy going and get some connection, get some human connection back, because I don't know, man, this is tough. For a lot of us on this show, we're artists, we're teachers, and you know, this like the absence of human contact is pretty brutal. So this is why I started this whole thing, just to give back and, you know, just to connect with all of you. And I'm so grateful every week that you all show up and still give a shit about this little show. So have a great night. I will see you next week. I have no idea what next week's show is going to be. It might be Prohibition era cocktails. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. But if you have ideas, drinks, themes, whatever, I don't want to wear the costume again. So just don't make me put this costume on again. Even though the vest is pretty rad. My wife did a pretty good job. Oh, I got to take this off. So have a good night. Have a safe weekend. And we'll see you next week. Peace out.